Hey Bruins, this is the video that's going to concentrate on our frustrating game we just had against the Hawks. Um, Two major points from this video is incorrect positioning and how it hurts us, and lost battles, and also how one mistake can cascade into several mistakes, which in this case turned into goals. So we'll start out with examples of positioning where we need to be better. So starting right here, we're going to see Ryan does a pretty good job of getting out to his face-off, but then he fails to read that we win the puck. And then he has to get low for the breakout. But you're going to see in the same shift, their defender reads the play quicker and actually beats the winger, in this case Ryan, to the spot. I picked this one just because it's the first one, but there were several throughout the game. Basically, our wingers need to know that they have to get low to the hash marks, this area and down here, you can't see it, when we have the puck, if we were going to be able to break out effectively. Too often this weekend we were up here or up here, and you'll see examples later on in this video, and it just stops a breakout from working. So let's see here. So we'll watch. Ryan reads it there, and you can see their defender actually beat to the spot. That's actually where we need Ryan to get to. Who's over here on this spot? Nobody. Trouble. Too high. Madeline is way up here. She needs to be down low helping. Another example. Good read by their defenseman. He goes in and goes quickly. Another example of poor positioning on the breakout comes up here. Okay, so this is another example where it's actually tough to tell who's center and who the wings are, because not a lot of them are in the correct spot. So this whole scene starts with a no-look rim from behind the net. Jacob gets to the loose puck, and he's actually in the correct area, but he has zero support. So Carter's already up ice. He's already covered by a guy. Marty's on the other side of the ice, and Jacob tries to shovel the puck up, but it gets intercepted, and we lose possession. So let's see here. No-look rim. Jacob's there. And you can see, if we're going to be helping this guy down low, he needs to be supporting him. Okay? Lose possession. It's down low again. And we actually escape with a weak side pass. Things to fix here, or how we can fix it. First off, if this defender needs to look, can take a step. There's no pressure. The pressure is all behind them, right? So they could either take a step this way into open ice or open up this way, instead of just no-look rimming it. But whatever, it happened. So the next thing that we can do here, Jacob needs to know, when he sees that puck is coming to him, he needs to scan the ice. Take a scanning look and see where pressure is going to be coming from and where his possible options are. If you look, he's looking at the puck and he doesn't really know where he's going until it gets to him. And then, oh crud, my guy who's supposed to be supporting me here is all the way up the ice looking for a shovel dump pass. Unfortunately, he's going to run into this guy and we're not going to get anywhere. When under pressure like this, he gets under pressure pretty quickly. Two things he can do. Bring it back down low. There's no pressure down here in this corner, and we're not getting into trouble here. If we dump it forward, most of the time we're just feeding the points. Or just pin it until you can get help from other players. So that would be another fix. The other would be, as we said, if Barrett is low, he can get this little touch pass. Marty is over here. He can just fly the zone, and it's a touch pass to Barrett, who just feeds the puck to Marty. You can see Marty come out late here. If Barrett has that puck low, he can just feed Marty with a nice pass there. Okay, so that's 2 breakout issues. The next one is an example of some poor positioning in a penalty kill. When we're in a penalty kill, you need to have structure and you need to have discipline, or it's not going to work. So right off the face-off here, let's see, we got, is it here? No, it's the next
Kate
one.
Malone, please dial extension 5632.
Yeah, it is here. Okay.
Kate Malone,
So right off
dial
of the
extension
face-off,
5632.
we win it forward. Kevin gets to it right here. All Kevin has to do is pressure that and get it deep. Okay, if we get possession of that puck, get it deep. Instead, we lose the puck up ice. Also, from here, even though we lose it, and Kevin really should stop here and just get back into the play. Instead, he does a long turn, which takes more time to get to it. If he stops here and returns, he doesn't have to fly all the way to their blue line and back. So that's just, we call that starting and stopping on the puck. And there was a lot of examples where this happened. But in any event, so we get back here, we're actually in a decent box shape here. Right off the bat, we've got a decent box. Kevin could be a little farther over. Our D are in good shape. We've got a battle here, which if we can win it back, we're in good shape. So right here, you're like, okay, we're in good shape. Unfortunately, it all blows up. This is an example of where one mistake and leads to more because we're trying to do somebody else's job. Okay? So here's where things turn a little chaotic. So Xavier loses the battle here. Kevin tries to do his job, which opens up this top. Kylie tries to do Kevin's job, and then Kevin blows up Kylie, and they're able to feed a low pass with basically one defender doing a 3-on-1. They get a good scoring chance. They don't score, but you can see this is kind of about as chaotic a penalty kill as you can have. So let's see. So from the box, we're in a decent box shape. Boom, lose the puck. He loses the puck, comes through, blows up his player, and a play. So we can watch it again just because it's tough. Go ahead and take it for a blue shot. So let's see here. So we go, boom. Kylie's moving up to his position. Kevin is trying to get back up. Instead, we run into our own players. That's a pretty violent collision. Let's watch that again. And open net. They should have scored here. Okay. What is the fix? The key is to stay in your box shape and know where your defending area is. When we're here, we're basically dividing the ice up into a big square, right? Stay in your box. You don't need to do anybody else's job. When you see somebody make a mistake, that doesn't mean that your job is to go make up for their mistake. Do your job and don't take on anyone else's. Also, when we're in a penalty kill, you want to try to defend within the face-off circle. So you could see, here's a circle here. You can't really see it. Here's a circle here. We've got the face-off circle down low, and we've got the face-off circle here that makes a square. We call it the house. You've heard me say it before. If we have the puck outside here, leave it out there. They're not scoring from out there. When we get into trouble is when we get chased outside of the box and go running around, and then they put it behind us and goal or shots. Puck is outside that square. You're doing a good job on the penalty kill. Okay. And then let's see. The next thing I want to talk about is where we have issues with our offensive F1, F2, F3, our offensive attack. Come on, get there. So you'll see in this one, we had tons of examples of this. I only picked one because it would take a while. player with the puck. We'll go through a quick example. The player who is first across the blue line with the puck, he is F1. His job is to take the puck wide. And then the next guy coming across is F2. Next player coming across the blue line is F2. They have the easiest job in hockey, drive the net hard. You're not looking for anything else but driving to the net. And then F3, their job is to trail the puck carrier. So let's see here. We're moving through. So here's F1. He's taking it right up the middle, which is automatically trouble. We don't have any F2. And we don't have any F3. So right now we've got no option. The only option that is left now is to try to stuff it, which doesn't work, right? It hits off a skate and actually goes to the guy out front, which is Nicky, but he misses. But this is not what F1, F2, and F3 are supposed to be doing. Our offensive attack needs to be like this. It needs to be better. We need to have F1 going wide, always going wide. I don't care which side. The next person, which is going to be this person, is F2. They need to charge the net. And F3 isn't even in the frame yet, but they need to be following the puck carrier, shadowing them on the strong side. So on the puck side, they need to be following the puck carrier so that if the puck does get loose like this, they can just scoop it up. This, I don't know if Madeline fell, but when you're F3, you've got to be on the side of the puck. We had numerous options, examples where this happened, where we didn't have anybody. You could see we've got two forwards deep. This person's not involved. And the only option we have is to try and stuff it. Okay? That doesn't work. Okay? Let's see. What else? That's kind of it for poor positioning. The next one is going to be lost battles. Not much to show, or not much to say here. Okay? Because we could do a whole video, and I'm not exaggerating, we could do a whole video on lost battles in this game. I'm only going to show 2, 4, 6 very quickly, and there's not much to say about them. We're losing the battles because we're going in with one hand, we're going in on the wrong side, we're not driving through the puck carrier stick, and we're basically getting out-muscled. We're not mean enough. So I'll just go quickly with them. I'm not gonna, we're not gonna bash, because I'm not exaggerating, I could have had 100 of these. I could have had 100 missed battles. Here's one. Lost, and through. Okay? That was one. Then we can forward through. Lost battle. Well, that was actually good, but we don't get the puck. That's 4 lost battles just in that small amount of time. And there's more coming right here in this shift. We had quite a few. All right, next one. Let's drop the puck. Lost battle. That's actually not bad. Worst case, let them lay on it. Then the next one. Here's a lost battle. Boom. At the worst possible spot, at the blue line. So as I said, I think we can go on and on, but suffice to say, I need us to be able to drive through the puck carrier stick. We need to get on the goal side, the defensive side of every battle. And you need to drive your legs, and you need to keep your hands down, and you need to have two hands on your stick. And it's basically got to get more mean. You've got to get more mean. If you're coming through with your hands up and mean, that's a penalty. But if your hands are down and your stick is down, that is not a penalty. That's just good battling. That's you driving a puck, and you need to be able to start doing that. I know some of us owe 8s. This is the first time we're really getting into physical play like this. I've got to tell you, it's not going to get easier. It's only going to get tougher. So we need to start getting a taste for it now, and winning some battles down low. Okay, so that's it for lost battles. Now we'll just go into the 3 goals and how they basically, I was saying they cascaded. We made one mistake cascade into 2 mistakes, into 3 mistakes, and then bad stuff happened from there. Goals happen. All right, so here's the face-off. This is goal number 1. We're going to see, it's kind of unfortunate. The first mistake, we get a shot attempt right in the slot. Looked like it was going to be a sure goal, and unfortunately we fanned on the shot. So that should not be a killer. But what happens is our D misses a battle or gets the puck outside, and instead of looking around and looking weak side, tries to stuff it back into the net or stuff it back up into the battle, loses the battle, gets blown by, and they enter in on a 2-on-1. Okay, so we'll see it go from here, and then we'll adjust it here and we'll talk about it. So win the face off. That's good. Get it deep. Take it wide. We're doing good things here. Pressure. Oh. And freeze. Okay. We can see trouble going from right there. So we did some good things there, and we caused a good offensive chance. That one mistake here is going to cascade into 2, and then we'll see 3, and ends up in the goal. So do we want a shot here? Yes, clearly. All right. The fix is obviously we want to get shots through. I think we were already celebrating before we shot here, but it happens. Here's a fix. If you're seeing that there's shin guards right in your face and you're not getting that through, put the puck into the corner. I'll take a play down low rather than a play that bounces off and goes all the way down into our side. There's options here. There's options here. Granted, I want you taking that shot, but if you see that you get shin guards on you, maybe dumping it into the corner. Now, if it's not a whiff, then it's a great idea. It hits a skate, it goes in. Who knows? The play here is the second mistake. If we look, we never looked behind us. There was no shoulder check on where our play was going to be. We get to the puck, and we try and dump it. If we just look weak side, you'll see 1, 2, 3 players that would love to be able to turn and go back in. Even taking it and taking a skate back with it, right? As we go to it, continuing along away from pressure. There was nothing here for us, and there's no glass to whack it off. So the trouble here starts here. Okay, boom, they're through, and they're on a 2-on-1. Now, we'll see the goal. There's some problems there. On a 2-on-1, he's actually in decent play. Here's what I need my defenders to know. When we're on a 2-on-1, the defender's job, and his only job, is to stop the pass from this guy to this guy. So he is in between, favoring this D with his stick in a passing lane, allowing the shot. He's allowing the shot, which means our goalie cannot be hidden in the crease. Our goalie needs to be out here, challenging the shot. You'll see once the shot's taken, he's actually in the net. Does he stop it? he blocks it, but it dribbles through and drops behind him. That's just not being comfortable on your angles. So a 2-on-1 play, he's blocking the pass. Goalie is out challenging. Our defender is back checking hard and is attempting to catch this guy so that he doesn't have any rebounds. Unfortunately, there was no rebound. So that's the fix on that one. Defend right, pick your head up, find the weak side, win a battle. There was a lot to do there. The next goal is less than 2 minutes away. That's where we lose a battle in their end, and it starts the rush. Starts the rush for them. And you'll see it's a one-handed battle as we go through. One-handed battle leads to a rush. All the forwards are caught below the hash marks because we didn't have F1, F2, F3 positioning. And then that's 2 mistakes. And then our defense does another mistake by both going to the same guy. And you'll see one defender goes to both defenders are on the same guy, allows the backdoor pass without any pressure, and he just taps it in. So let's watch. One-hand battle, lost. Another one-handed battle, and they're off. Note how low the three forwards are. Note how we're going in with one arm trying to win a battle. That's a one-handed poke. Not good enough, and he did it prior too. One-handed poke. This guy lifted the stick because one hand is not as strong as two. Is able to get possession. He screwed up there by trying to move it forward, but he ends up getting it back here. One-handed poke, and they're off to the races. Now here's where the 2D are in trouble. He's got him. He's got him. You guys need to talk to each other and say, I've got him, you take him. You actually need to physically talk to each other on that play. Notice the gap difference. This guy's got a good gap. He's giving him too much gap. Trouble. AJ gets beat. Drew is going towards the other guy. Moves the pass right over. Goal. What's the fix there? Proper battling technique. If we battle well up here, we're not going to end up in trouble down here. On a 2-on-2 rush, the D need to talk to each other. Each one takes a man. You got to trust your partner to do his job, and you do your own job. Okay? Last goal coming up. Last goal coming up. Let's see. So here's where we lose a face-off battle. Lost face-off battle leads to a rush. During the rush, the goalie overcommits to the fake, has to really scramble to get back to the far post, and he gets to the far post, but none of the Bruins in front are battling or winning a battle in front of our net. I think 3 Hawks players have an opportunity to get a whack at this puck, and that was the 3rd and final goal. We'll watch it, so we'll see. Off the face-off, we lose a battle. Battle lost. They come forward. Boom. Trouble. Boom. 2 puck. 2 Hawks are able to whack at it. So that's just a player getting pushed over. We lost a battle. Boom. Sit down. He takes it forward. This is a pretty slow back check here. And you'll see they've got 2 guys in front. We're not back checking to pick up a man. And you'll see 1 guy, 2 guys. We're standing with our sticks up, and we're not going to defend anybody here. And they get a whack and a second whack, and it's in. Okay? Here's the fix on that. When we are in front of our net battling, you need to get your stick under this guy's stick. See how he's got it nice and low? He's just ready to whack anything that comes in front. This guy is hugging him. We need to get our stick under their stick and start lifting. So that's the first thing. The second thing is he's on the wrong side. This defender needs to be on this side of the defender. We call that the goal side. He needs to be on the goal side, pushing him out of the way. Pushing him out of the way with his stick under his stick. This is a desperation area. This is the house, right? This is our area where we need to be as desperate as we can be to stop a goal. Get your stick under there. Fight and claw to get on the goal side of him, on the defensive side of that player. We need to do anything to not allow a goal here. I'll take penalties to not allow goals here. But we can't just allow this guy to set up shop and whack until he gets it through our goalie. Okay? So those are the three things, 3 goals from the Hawks. As I said, it was a frustrating game for us. But there's still things to learn. I mean, when we're making mistakes, all these goals were caused by things that we can fix. The problem with battling is that it requires us to get a little bit of a mean switch, which I talked about. Coach Scott and I have talked about flicking that mean switch. I don't think we're flicking it right now. I think we're in a little bit of a point in the season where when things don't go well, we're getting sad instead of mad. So, is there hope? Yes, there is hope because you guys are talented and you guys can skate and you've all got skills. We need to fix the things that aren't X's and O's. When it comes to heart, we do need to fix the X's and O's when it comes to breaking out and when it comes to attacking on the rush, okay? Hopefully you're able to watch this on the way up to Detroit. We're going to have a good tournament up there, and I'm expecting some video coverage where we're doing great things and where we fixed things, where we are low on a breakout and where we are entering the zone correctly and when we are winning one-on-one battles at the boards and at the blue line. So hopefully you're having a safe trip up to Detroit. I will see you up there, and enjoy your turkey day.